To be in the top 1% in income earners, you have to make over $400,000 a year. I'm going to show you how to make over $500,000, and it's mostly passive. Check this out. Listen, I am not crazy. This is simple math. We're going to look at this diagram and I'm going to break it down simply for you. It starts with the fact that there's 142 million residential real estate properties. All right? And the facts show us that 6 to 10% of the real estate market is in distress at all times, whether that be pre-foreclosure, whether that just be the condition of the property has gotten away from the property owner, they don't have the budget to fix it up, whether there's a divorce, whether they can't pay taxes, whatever it is. There's so many different reasons that they would be in distress. 6 to 10% of the 142 million properties are in distress. So we have almost 14 million opportunities every single year. This just keeps growing and growing. As they build properties, this keeps growing and growing. The opportunity is absolutely incredible. So first, we need to trim down the 142 million down to that 6 to 10%. There's plenty of tools to be able to do that. If you want to know how, check out all the videos on this channel. There's a ton of them on here, breaking down which tools to use so that you can filter that. But just simply, the ugly houses that you see driving around fit into that distress category, all right? Somebody needs to sink investment. They have to put money into those properties for them to be livable, to them to be updated, for them to be worth the most that they are possibly going to be worth right now in this current market. So 142 million, let's take that down to, somewhere between that 8 to 14 million. Right? And then we're going to take it down into your individual market, wherever you are doing business. It's going to filter down. That 6 to 10% is where you want to focus. I don't care if you're in Alabama. I don't care if you're in California, Florida, Minnesota, Arizona, Texas, wherever you are, it doesn't matter. 6 to 10% of the real estate market is in distress at all times. So what do we need to do? We need to talk to them. We need to be able to have a quality conversation with a distressed property owner, and to do that as profitable as possible. Yes, you can send out marketing. You can send them letters. You can send them postcards. You can get a website. You can do pay-per-click. You can do Facebook ads. You can do all those things, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about profitability. I'm talking about a net, almost passive cash flow at the end of the day going into your bank account, so that you and your family can go then invest in assets. You can go lend money. You can go buy real estate. You can do whatever you want. You can invest this money to build real wealth, but it starts with actually taking the money home. So we're not talking about marketing, we're talking about prospecting. We're talking about prospecting for the best and the biggest deals possible, and that's going after those distressed properties. The fact is, if you were to make the calls yourself, it's 200 to 1. If you talk to 200 people, you should get one deal, all right? But we're not talking about you making the calls yourself. We're talking about mostly passive income here, over $500,000 of mostly passive income. So that means that you're gonna have to hire people. When you hire somebody to make the calls for you, they're gonna need to talk to 10 times, listen to me, 10 times more people than you will. That's just the facts. You're going to sink your teeth into leads faster. You're going to understand the market more. You're going to understand what's happening in your community and the areas that you're working in more. So it's going to be, you need to have 10 times the amount of conversations that you would if you were doing it yourself. All right? So if you hire the best of the best of the best, okay, and you hire them for 10,000 hours, right here, 10,000 hours, and you're paying them $22 an hour, this is the best of the best, right? Around $22. Now, most people pay people $3 to $5 to $10, whatever, but I'm just telling you, you can do this at $22 an hour for incredible American callers that are gonna really, really, really get you the best leads. That's gonna cost you $220,000, all right? Now, you're gonna have to buy the phone numbers for that. You're gonna have to buy the technology to be able to call that many people, and that's gonna be included in this $100,000 extra, and I'm gonna get into that in just a second. But $220,000, that's the budget. Well, Brent, I don't have it. Wait, I'm just telling you, you build up to this. You build up. First, you start making the calls yourself. First, you start finding your first deal, and you get it through, and you get the proof of concept, and now you have confidence. You go from faith to fact that you can do this business, and then it starts growing and momentum, and then all of a sudden you look back, and it's been 18, 24 months, and you're starting to add pieces to your business and pulling yourself out of it, and one of those pieces is going to be your callers. And they're going to do 10,000 hours of calls at $22 an hour because you're going to have the best of the best. You're going to have a high standard for your business, right? You want the people that are talking, the people representing you out there in the marketplace to know that you are there to serve them and you are of the top quality, all right? So there you go. You've got 50 deals right there. Well, an average deal, when you're wholesaling, is $15,000. That's across the country. It's going to be higher in California. It's going to be lower in Indianapolis, right? It's going to be somewhere in there, but it should shake out and average out to about $15,000. So you've got 50 deals at $15,000. Great. Your callers got you all those deals, and it's phenomenal. Now, you also are not taking all these leads yourself. You have acquisition managers. You've got savage, unbelievable people that are great at sales. They're great at communication. They understand NLP. They understand how to go out there and be versatile with the different communication styles and everything going on that happens when you're talking to these property owners. And you've got great salespeople, right? These are your acquisition managers, and typically they're going to get about 20% of the sales. We're not going to get to this number quite yet because they're still working. When they're not working all the leads coming from your prospectors, they are building this incredible number right here, 25. 25. You need to find 25 referral partners. These are real estate agents. These are past sellers that you have worked with, past property owners that you've worked with. This is friends and family. These are people that are going to refer you one deal a year. That's it. Just one deal a year that they're going to send to you. Your acquisition managers are building these relationships for you. You've built these relationships as you've been building your business and getting into the dirt and getting into the nitty-gritty and really putting the work in that is necessary for you to be successful in this business. Now you've got 75 deals. Now you've got 75 deals at $15,000 is $1.125 million, right? Let me get to the last number before I get to the exciting stuff. Boom, right here. This one's critical. Number 5 right here, this is gonna make or break you. This is either going to be the anchor that slows you down, almost like running with like a parachute on behind you. You can't run as fast if you don't have these 5 people. When you have these 5 people, they put you inside of a rocket and they shoot you in your business. And that is your personal board of directors. Your personal board of directors. These are the people that are going to protect you. These are the people that are going to open doors for you. These are the people that are where you want to be. These are a mentor. These are attorneys. These are your accountants. These are the people that you look up to. They know that you're doing something special and they're going to support you. But these are also people that are wildly successful. You got to find these people. And I don't want to hear that limiting belief. I don't want that whole thing in your head where you're like, well, I can't go talk to those people. They don't want to talk to me. They're going to think that I'm trying to get something from them. Earn it. Earn the right to have the most amazing people in your life by actually going out there and being proactive. Proactive, happy, kind, optimistic, curious people attract everybody. They attract everybody. It's a magnet that pulls everybody in. You will get your 5 people. The success that you have in life, the doors that'll be open, the opportunities that come your way, the protection of your assets, the stopping you from doing something silly and losing everything comes from these people. And it's absolutely critical. And there you are. You're powerful. You're in the middle of all of this, which is so exciting because you're out there and you're really doing something that matters. Remember this, in real estate, we have to find a rough property. We have to find an opportunity for investment, right? And that's what wholesalers do. That's all wholesaling is. It's the art of finding discounted properties. But we go after these properties, and the only difference between a rough neighborhood and a neighborhood that is up and coming is investment. That's it. And who brings those investors? We do. As real estate wholesalers, we're the ones changing the neighborhoods. We're the ones that are taking all of these properties that were beloved and lived in, but they're beat up and they have been used and they've been dated and they need just updating. And we're the ones bringing investment into these areas so that we can revive these neighborhoods and make them something special. It's wildly rewarding. People want to be involved with that. People want to be involved with you, especially if you have all of those things going on and you've got that energy and you got that sparkle and you got that electricity, right? Running through your body. Because you're in the middle of this and you get all of this action going on and you don't need to spend millions of dollars to be able to do this. You just have to have confidence and you got to be proactive. And so now you've got 1.25 million and you've got your callers that are going to be 220,000. You've got 20% of your sales going to your salespeople. And now you're at, you throw 100,000 extra in there. You're at 545 in expenses here. Subtract that from that. And guess who gets that? You do. You get that. But it starts with taking action. It starts with finding an ugly house and matching that ugly house with somebody that sees potential and wants to invest in that property. And then that's how you build it. And you keep going. And you build this up and then all of a sudden you've got cash flow from an asset that is mostly passive at over $500,000. You have to own $16 million free and clear in real estate to be able to get that kind of cash flow. So this isn't just about doing deals, this is about building a real business, building a real solid business, and it's right here. These numbers right here. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be proactive. And you just have to go out there and make a real difference. Now, I want you to test this. I want you to put in the comments below what you think of these numbers right here, these metrics. I want you to put in the comments below if you believe that you can actually do this. Speak it out loud. Document it. Because then you can take a picture of this video in 18 to 24 months after you're getting all the passive cash flow and you can look back on it and say, boom, I knew I could do it. Because you can do it. It happens every single day of the week. I love you guys. I hope you got something out of this. If you did, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we'll see you in the next video.